One of my favorite things to do is catch you slipping. So, so
Well,
I
it
should have.
don't take much.
Huh?
It don't take much because um, I say what I say.
You do say what you say, man, and I appreciate you saying what you say. And now my camera's jacked up. Yeah, we, we are in a gig city, and I am
Yeah, man.
paused and not moving. This is
Some
great.
may say you've never looked better.
This is outstanding, man. How great is this? Let me go to you. Talk for a little while, J Dub.
Hey, welcome everybody. This is Kapow. This is our lunch edition, brought to you by, well, you can see him down there, Le Burdens. How about brought to you by the Etowah County Tip Line? Maybe King's Olive Oil. We're going to talk to you about King's Olive Oil in just a minute. Trent Thrasher Construction, Jenny Thrasher, because that's really Trent's only boss, to be fair. Um, well, Pierce and Pierce, attorneys at law, Twin City used cars. Man, their inventory is looking pretty decent, man, compared to most everybody else. Really decent. I wish this lunch show, Jeff, was brought to you by a lunch sponsor.
Yeah, it could be chicken salad chick. That'd be nice.
They ain't got a sponsor. How much you eating there? Hey, wait a minute. My wife ate there the other day.
She
Should I
did.
be concerned? Y'all plotting on me?
We is plotting on you. I'm
You and my wife are cheating at chicken salad chick, and me and Ellie got nothing.
nothing.
How's your camera working?
Well, my, it's not working really well. I'm sorry, man. That's on me, Jerry. That's on
It's
me.
on you.
Yeah, that's on me.
Yeah.
It's on me. But anyway, it's a
Hey,
lunchtime show, and it's good. It's fun. Fun times.
hey, good service yesterday, man.
Oh man, it was so good.
It was good. I thought so anyway. What do I know? I don't know nothing.
You know everything. You know everything there is to know, son.
We're in trouble. If I'm the leading authority on anything other than lunch, we're in trouble.
Sorry, it's a backup camera, so it's gonna look even worse. So sorry about
Loved it.
sorry about
If only your son used a backup camera.
that, bro. Bro, he smashed. Oh, that car, and it's a good thing it was on private property, so it was no no insurance.
Hey, I know his mother.
Oh,
She still may sue.
Will going to court.
We're going to. Hopefully, you get Judge Haney.
I don't
That's
think
your only hope.
it won't be in Rainbow City. So
Oh crap! Hey, so what's going on? Hey, what's up, Matthew Cherry? I know you enjoyed the draft. All them Alabama people getting drafted.
Matthew's been posting out some good stuff, man. He went to the big soccer game, soccer match out there at
Mm-hmm.
that Protective Life Stadium. How was
He,
that? That a pretty,
he's a man of the people.
he is a man of the people.
I like it.
We tell you what I'm a man of. Lunch.
Lunch. I knew it was coming. I knew it. I knew it was good. Hey, so what do you want to talk about today? We're gonna have a fun show. We're gonna have a serious show.
No, man, we can't. This is our first day back in a minute, man. We've been off for a week or so, and we got all kinds of new things happening in our lives, I guess, and we're having to do lunchtime shows now, off the clock.
Well, I still want to talk serious, man, because we can't not talk about it.
Yeah,
To be fair,
yeah,
because we are a media outlet, as surprising as that is,
uh,
um, and because of the situation, again, we're not talking anything. Like everybody wants to know what's going on with Lee Osmond,
mhm,
right?
yeah,
Here's what I'm saying. Whatever Lee was to you, he's still that.
sure.
I know Lee to be a good man. And so don't listen to all the propaganda that's going on. Um, Lee and his family need prayer, and that's what we're going to give them. But stop with the trash. Stop with all the, you know, no one really knows the facts, but here's what I know. I trust Lee Osmond with my kids today.
Yeah. Oh
That's
wow.
what I know. Right? Seriously. I trust Lee. He's been a good friend to me over the years. Um, and that's how you see who your real friends are, right?
Yeah, that's true.
We've all been through situations, people turn their backs on us.
Yep.
Not turning my back on Lee Osmond, right? He's him and Little Lee, great people. They're still getting tons of love. Love to see all the posts from Glencoe, Jeff.
Oh yeah.
Um, Past players, people in the community. Just hey, we love you. We're sending prayers. That's what family is. That's what real family is. That's supposed to be what the real church is.
Boy, oh boy.
Um, I mean, we can talk about sins a different time because there's a whole list of sins. Maybe we'll do a show just mine one day. It had to go extra long, unfortunately. But
Oh
didn't want to do a show without. I don't want people to say that we don't talk about. We have an agenda that we only talk about certain things when it's advantageous to us. That's not who we are. That's not who we've never been that way.
sure.
We're not scared to talk about anything, but we're going to talk about it the right way. We're not going to bring stupidity and jokes, uh, disrespectfulness, and innuendos about something we know nothing about, other than Lee Osmond is my friend, and he's become your friend over the years. And uh, at this show, we're gonna pray for him and be there for him.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
agree.
what I wanted to say anyway.
One thing that you can be rest assured of, and this is for you and for everybody else that watches or will go back on. Liars are going to lie. Gossips are going to gossip. Slanderers are going to slander when they don't know everything that's going on. We don't. We don't even pretend to know what's going on.
No, not at all.
But it doesn't do away with the fact that you pray for your people that you love, and the people that you care for, and that you give them the benefit of the doubt. And you and I have both been lied on many times, and to some detriment of our pocketbooks, of our
Sure.
family, our ministries, and those types of things. And people still like to do it. They still like to go, oh, I remember. Oh, well, no, you don't, because you're a piece of garbage and you really don't know anything.
Yeah.
You think you do, and that's what that's called. That's a spirit of the enemy, and so the scripture teaches us that liars, gossips, slanderers. Um,
Democrats.
well,
Oh,
I
sorry.
don't know necessarily about that. Well, how they're part of the lake of fire. So,
Yeah.
yeah, man, you just got to pray for them. Pray for everybody too. I mean, whoever uh,
Sure.
did that to him, or did that with him, or set him up, or he set them up, or whatever the case may be, people need to be prayed for and ministered to. And it's a bad situation.
Yeah.
I'm just glad you
Well,
brought it up, and that's it.
well, we're certainly going to move on and have some fun, but I don't. I have very little that I can brag on in my life about myself, other than being blessed with amazing wife, great best friends, a great church. Is one thing I've always tried to do, Jeff, is be a good friend.
Yeah.
If Jerry White is your friend, and I'm going down swinging with you, um, I just want that. I want that no, man. If I'm with you, I'm with you to the end, good or bad. Maybe that's why I ain't got a lot of friends. I hope I got friends.
You got friends, brother.
Anyway, moving on. Sorry, we couldn't get called out for not talking about what's going on in the area. That's what we do. Hey, Speedy, man, you hear them cicadas outside?
Man, yeah, you were telling me about them. Was it yesterday we were talking about that?
Man, just walk outside the church. You really couldn't hear it, but come down on my street, Jeff, because all I got is woods, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's crazy.
Oh, did you pause?
Yeah, that was a dramatic pause.
Oh, you. I thought you really paused.
That was a sussur.
Oh my gosh.
I was drinking coffee, so
Hey, is this Mike Tyson thing? Are they really going to cancel this fight?
no, 100% not. They actually, it's been sanctioned. It went out this morning. It's going to be sanctioned, so it's actually going to go not as an exhibition, but as an actual pro fight. So it will go to their official records.
Really?
Yeah,
That's what's up, man.
you done pissed off the goat.
Mike Tyson.
Man.
He's going to do work, man.
If he was dead, I wouldn't fight him.
No, man. I love Mike Tyson.
Just a reflex to get you.
Oh, my gosh. This guy. And,
Hey, so what do you...
I watched him on a couple interviews this last month or so. He's seemingly getting it together. You know what I mean? He loves his family. He's working hard. He's built some net worth back. I mean, this guy, he lost everything, didn't he? And now he's getting it together. I just love that kind of story, man. When you lose something and you work hard, that's what Mike.
Well, I was watching an interview several years ago. I don't remember who it was. I apologize. I don't remember who was interviewing him, but he said they were brought up, hey, let's talk about the hard times in your life when you went to prison. And he said, in fact, I thank God for that. Because yes, I had everything. I had all these millions and millions of dollars, everything I wanted, but I did not have peace. He said he went into prison. He found peace. He found a inner self-worth. Who would think Mike Tyson needed self-worth? That makes you think, right? So to hear that is pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Me too, Matthew. I hope Mike Tyson knocks him slam out. I mean, I'm talking like Alan on The Hangover getting hit by Mike Tyson and knocked out. That's the time.
I know about that, but I hope, because I've never seen that movie. We were going to watch it, but
okay, all right, okay.
Man, I hope he gets knocked out so bad he pisses himself. I hope there's a puddle in the ring.
Well, that's possible. That is possible. So Jake Paul keeps running his mouth. So what is all he's saying? What's he saying?
Yeah, I don't watch any interviews he puts out because I just I don't like. Let me say this: some of his older interviews on his podcast, really good, really good. Him and his brother, they're not scared to ask the questions, which I like. But his propaganda, and he's just trying to hype a fight. He's probably not a bad dude, man. But he's just trying to hype, make some money. Sure. So I will be watching that one. No question, I'll watch that fight.
So if we're talking sports, right?
Yes, I'm in.
You and I used to love NBA basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just love it. And back in the day, who was the most fierce rebounder that you think?
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman. You think?
Yeah.
Bob McAdoo, you remember him?
I do.
Bob McAdoo said that Dennis Rodman was incredible, but the most fierce rebounder was Moses Malone, because not only was Moses going to rebound it, Moses was going to put it back with authority. And if you're anywhere around him when he goes back up from a rebound to throw it back down, you're getting hurt. Your ancestors are getting hurt. Everybody else is getting hurt. So we watched him play. We got to see him play in Atlanta.
Very into his career, though.
Yeah, when he played for the Hawks, and he was still dominant. I mean, who did he play for? The Sixers. That was where he spent most of his time.
Mm-hmm.
But then we got to see him 4 or 5 years in Atlanta.
I tell you, man, when I took you to Dallas for a birthday trip.
Yeah.
Made probably the best gift I've ever given you, really. That was let me take it back. We were going to TDJ. We're going to the Potter's house, hanging out with Anthony Myers and go to that church. And while we were there, I surprised you with a great birthday of really good seats at the Dallas Maverick and San Antonio Spurs basketball game. Got you a jersey. It was a great night for you.
Steve Nash.
When Wilkins, not Wilkins, the big defender.
They were playing San Antonio.
Yeah, playing San Antonio. When that dude, man, got that rebound, 7'11", dribbled down the court and just dunked it on everybody. I forgot who it was. That's the most intense, most physical dunk I've ever seen to this day.
Oh my gosh!
I just can't remember. It'll come to me.
That was right on us. We were right there.
Yeah, it was great. Then they had the fat dudes dancing at halftime.
Yes,
remember that?
Yeah, man. All the working men, the dads.
And they thought that I was actually one of them, so I got mistaken for one. Why aren't you? What?
That's not true. I will tell you, we were sitting right there. I mean, we're 2 rows up. We're
2 rows up, yeah.
on the floor, and we had famous people all around us. And
It was
we
great.
Important.
We were pretending like we were somebody.
We did. Try to walk off in that tunnel like we're supposed to be in there.
It was so good. It was so good. Hey, so what else is going on we want to talk about?
Didn't even need credentials.
Around my neck? I don't wear them anyway. And maybe time to, I probably need to resubmit that, by the way.
Oh, I wondered about that. It's getting close to being time, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Hey, let's talk a little baseball, Jeff.
Please do.
You want to talk a little baseball?
I do.
How about Coosa and Appalachian playing for the 3rd round for the right to play for a North Alabama championship in 1A baseball right here this week?
That's Thursday, right?
Ooh, it is Thursday.
Doubleheader. Out at Coosa. What do they call that place? Just Coosa Christian?
Yeah, I don't think they've won enough out there yet. But we should give it a nickname.
So
they made it to the 3rd round last year.
In baseball, what would you call their field? What would be a name that you would call it?
Well, the way when it rains, it gets wet. We need to call it the Baptistry.
Hey, come on out to the Baptistry. We're about to do work.
Holy Spirit Field. Wait, I said Baptist. Never mind.
I like that name.
We'll work on that.
Yeah.
No, DB's doing a great job, man, and that coaching staff is legit.
So
it's got to be Jackie Justice Field, right? No. Jackie Justice Field, man.
Why would you name it Jackie Justice Field?
Because it's Jackie Justice Field.
If you want to name it after somebody, name it after one of the best baseball players that ever came out of Coosa.
Well, Cleet's still playing, so it'd be.
That, my friend, is a fact. That is a fact. That's good.
Okay. So Jackson Justice Field.
Yeah, Jackson Justice Field for sure. Or name it after your winning coach there. I mean, this guy, he's winning, right?
Coach Boyd Field.
Boy, you got to name it something cool though. You can't just say Coach Boyd Field.
You playing down at the Boyd?
Yeah, the Boyd.
The Boyd.
You're gonna get Boyd.
If Rainbow City could have the Joe, which is the greatest stadium name in the history of stadiums.
If this happens and they get a school, city high school,
it's going to happen,
and they don't name it the Joe, I'm quitting everything.
We're gonna name it the Joe.
Yes, it's got to. And then you got to have the Joe Coffee House with a little patio on the side.
And I think you got the Joe section where it's all older white men that are bald headed have to sit.
I'm on my way, so I'm getting close. So
you got a 6.5 head. You're not all the way.
That's a 7.
You ain't ready. You ain't there. No disrespect, Joe.
Let's see. That's close. It's 5 head. I got big hands, so it's a 4 head.
It's funny. That'll work. I like. See, you're perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
Thank you.
That thing stays sunburnt.
Thank you. Hey,
all that yard work.
We were out cutting the other day, and I decided, and I thought that same thing because I usually get burnt like right here. This all stays red, and then I take it off. I look like a professional golfer, and I have a white forehead. So I took my hat off and was riding with my making sure running my hands through her hair so my 5'7" head gets burnt and all that kind of stuff, man.
Oh God!
I try to keep that tan even, buddy.
Man, it's difficult. Hey, go ahead and talk about the NFL draft.
Okay? So you had 15.
Yeah.
Out of the 32.
I did.
Correct.
I did. And it was a crazy draft, man. When and it was going perfectly, man. Boom, 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 boom. Then here comes Atlanta picking Michael Penix Jr. Stunned the world.
What? Did you see the conversation between him and Arthur Blanks, the GM and Arthur Blanks? That did a pleasant conversation.
You got explaining to do. Because, look, it doesn't make sense that you just spent $100 million on Kirk Cousins.
No.
And you ain't winning now. You want to win a Super Bowl now. I love Michael Penix Jr., right? I love Michael Penix Jr. No question. You could have got him in the 2nd round. You could have. because everybody, you're the last one to pick. Everybody else already picked quarterback. You're fine. And if you're in Super Bowl win now mode, you need some defensive help. You need Dallas Turner. You
Right.
need Quinyon Mitchell. You need the Alabama. I mean, either Kool-Aid McKinstry or Arnold. Right. You
Yeah.
need some help. And you get Michael Penix. I know I saw a meme with a pit bull who said, "Wait, the Falcons just drafted a black left-handed quarterback named Michael." So they're having the pit bulls having some Michael Vick flashbacks. The dog fighting.
That's it. It's the pit bull having a Michael Vick. Yes, come on.
Yeah, that was scary.
Are those dogs? What's your dog? What do you have?
Kelly has a Shipma whiner. I don't know what it is. So I don't know. Little one. It's a little one.
Those dogs had a problem because he'd throw those in there and
Yeah.
Jerry, Matthew Chair is making fun of my 7-head, but
he called a 7-head.
You don't know me that well. All right. So he says, Kapow Media, what are your thoughts about Mr. Irrelevant being from Alabama?
Well, yeah, it was that. But here's the thing, and I know it's a little disrespectful, Mr. Irrelevant, but no, he gets a cash prize. He gets to wear the title. And Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant 2 years ago. How's that work out for San Francisco?
Oh, wow.
Tremendously well.
Yeah.
I think it's an honor for that kid. Get something to go with it. And Bama had a great draft, man. They had 9 players selected, which was pretty fantastic. Then the undrafted free agents are signing now, so there's a lot of people going places and different things. So I was tuned in, watched every pick. My Bills had an interesting draft. San Francisco, I thought both solid B+ drafts, maybe A-.
Right.
But here's the thing. You can't judge drafts until 3-4 years down the road, to be fair, because you just don't know. People just do differently in the NFL. But I'm excited to – my biggest regret was that Audric Estime did not go to Buffalo. They drafted all-day Ray Davis, and which I think he's going to do okay. But Audric went to Denver. Denver had a good draft, man. Bo Nix, Estime. It's a great draft.
Yeah, for sure. And you know I'm playing around Matthew Cherry. I love it. That's why I make fun of myself. It makes me no difference what I care. No, man, we love you, buddy. So what about Auburn? Like, we know we're doing the Alabama Auburn show Thursday, but
yeah,
talk a little bit about Auburn's draft successes. Or
well, here's the thing: we knew they haven't had tremendous seasons lately. We knew they were going to get a ton of kids drafted. They had some players drafted. I think ended up being 4, maybe 5.
Right.
So they had a decent amount drafted. They had a ton more signed unrestricted free agent contracts. Hey, Detroit had a very good draft as well, no question.
Yeah.
So we'll see. The next few years is Auburn's going to take off, man, because what they're doing right now is working the transfer portal. Right. They got some good recruits as far as commitments for 25 class. And Auburn is up and coming. And I'm telling you, they're going to surprise some people this year. I am telling you, they're going to surprise some people. Unfortunately for them, Alabama's still fantastic, and Georgia's better than both of them.
Dude.
In my humble opinion at this point.
I think you're right. I think everybody's going to have to contend with them dogs because them boys are.
Oh, Matthew Cherry. Should have done if they had a better head coach. What's wrong with you, son? I know you're confused. You went to watch soccer. I know it's different. It's not football. Freeze is a tremendous coach, and you needed a 4th and 31 to make it out of the Iron Bowl last year. So let's back it down, big fella. Back it down.
Here, you're supposed to be the Auburn guy.
That's Thursdays.
Oh.
Even on Thursdays, I'm straight up legitimate. If it's good, I'm gonna tell you it's good. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
That's a fact. Yeah. My.
Sorry, Matthew, I haven't ate lunch yet. I apologize.
I held him up. He's got his turkey in the air fryer there.
I'm hangry, man. I'm hangry.
Hey, what about all these colleges that are being down? I saw that a couple of colleges have because of the Palestinian takeover. One of the colleges, I can't remember the one. If I'm wrong, if it's Columbia, you may have fact checked me. I don't remember. But they have lowered the United States flag and they put up a Palestinian flag there. And then
Treason.
maybe it's one of the California colleges. I'm not certain. Berkeley, maybe. They've also canceled their graduation because of these idiots have taken over this campus. What are your thoughts on that?
First of all, I know nothing about it. I've not seen one article, saw no news blurb or watched anything on it. But to me, that's treason. Just like when was it the House or the Senate were waving their flags and saying Ukraine, Ukraine, high treason. Off with their heads. You know, my wife watches this show, Jeff, called SWAT.
Yeah.
You send the SWAT team in, take care of business, and be done.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
I think it's insanity. You go in and you take back your college campus with authority. And if your leaders of that university do not allow that to happen, then you fire every one of them.
Absolutely.
Fire every one of them. And if the students that are there that are holding up the progress and they're holding up classes and classes are getting canceled and graduations getting canceled, you expel every single one of those students and you never back in any state-funded college ever.
I know we were watching stupid videos a long time ago. I don't know why this one sticks out to me, but it was the water cannon. Jeff, go in with the water cannon. Man. What's up, Ray? Hey, missed you yesterday at church, Sam.
Oh, man, we did. I was going to text you this morning, Sam, and I forgot. And because I'm
so hey, Tim Crow just jumped on. He can fire the water cannon. He's certified.
You don't think Tim Crow can hit that water cannon?
Hey, no question.
What my goal would see is Mitch up there directing where to have his dad shoot.
Oh, God.
Over there, and Mitch directs it, and Tim shoots him with
that'd be great.
Water cannon.
And Chantel sitting on the back of it drinking a bottle of Boone's Farm.
I'm in on that.
Now that's a show, son.
That's
a show.
Yes, that's a made-for-TV.
Hey, Mitch was in rare form yesterday, man. It was good.
He's hilarious, man. First service, I asked you, I said, is he not feeling well? And you said, I just think he didn't sleep because he told me he didn't sleep. And then the second, he was on me. He got me.
He said, I was talking with I don't know who I was talking with. He come over and said, Jerry, I don't mean to interrupt. I'm like, no, Mitch, you 100% intended to interrupt. That was your goal.
Yeah,
He's funny. Yeah, sure did miss seeing maybe Sam's kids more than him. You know, if I have to.
That's true. We love you, Samuel. A lot of people being saved here lately. We're just kind
Praise God.
Move of God in different places all over the country.
Not Kurt Franklin, but
man, wow, that's weird. How he's lost his mind, ain't he?
And I don't think so. I think that's who he's always been. I think our issue is that because he sings, Stomp was so popular, we just assume that the artist is the song.
Revolution.
And I don't know that he's never lived a God-fearing life. I don't think he's ever been the pastor or who we thought he was. But I don't think he ever pretended. I think we put him in a certain scope. Oh, this is Kurt Franklin. Yeah, he did this great track, and he must be an anointed man of God.
Yeah,
I pray that he can become that.
Well, he has the talent. I mean, Duke can write some songs, and he surrounds himself with the right people. And I think really, and I love Kurt. You know.
Sure. Yeah.
I've bought everything that he's done up until the last 5 years.
I bootlegged everything, to be honest.
Back in the day, I hit that record for you. We take that dual cassette. But you're seeing, like, and one of the most liberal actors that you would never think that would become a Christian is Russell Brand.
And I saw that.
Yeah, Russell Brand says he's getting baptized as a Christian. He said, I'm taking the plunge. It's time.
Whew. Heck yeah.
Isn't that incredible? I mean, that's God doing some extreme work in people's lives. But then you're seeing the other end of the spectrum. just like you said, and that's kind of where I was going. And you're seeing people that you would never expect to be born again, and then you're seeing people that are supposed to be born again denouncing, or there's a new catchy phrase out there called "I am." Um, oh my gosh, I almost said it. It's deconstructing my faith, and these are Christians that are now working on deconstructing their Christianity. That they're no longer Christians. We've got a half a dozen worship leaders that are of significant churches and have signed with record labels, and now they say they're no longer Christians. Um, what are your thoughts on people that are deconstructing and saying, "I once was saved, but now I'm not"?
Well, in some of these Baptist churches, once saved, always saved, Jeff, it don't matter.
So you, well, they're just saying they can do whatever they want to do, and it make no difference.
Well, again, same thing. I don't confuse the music with the person.
Right.
And it's sad, and we just need to be praying for him. Certainly, just praying for him. But I don't give him a lot of attention. I'm watching the NFL draft, and you know, every other commercial, I can't tell you how many millions and millions and millions of dollars were spent by the scene of these people washing others' feet. Right, that whole campaign.
Yeah.
And Kelly was like, "Oh, look at that! They're showing." It's like, baby, that's not what it is. That's not what it is.
He gets
it's not a
or whatever it is.
Yeah, they're just encouraging. He gets us. Is that what it is?
That's right. You're right.
And they're trying to proclaim like your sin doesn't matter. It's okay. You can just sin away.
Right.
Sorry, that's a whole different show. Hey, you know what I'm excited about, Jeff?
What are you
Let me
excited?
pitch this. I'm gonna throw this up to you, right? I'm gonna let you. Our show live from either inside King Olive Oil or right outside on the street at King Olive Oil. That will be fun. Huh?
I think it'd be great, man. I think it'll be.
Jeff, call us.
Huh?
Miss Tina, call us. Let's set that up.
Yeah. We could work that out. Hey, real quick, I know you got lunch cooking and a couple other things you want to talk about, but I want to stay back with this Christian thing real quick. This
Okay.
Christian thing. We alluded to this a few weeks or a couple weeks ago about the Mark Driscoll thing. About him standing and denouncing and calling out the Jezebel spirit of the men's conference, and then people jumping on one side or jumping on the other. They're on Mark's side or they're on Lindell's side or whatever. Don't you think it's time for Christians to start having a backbone and start to stand up like Driscoll did and call things out that are just not what they're supposed to be in church?
Absolutely, 100%. And I think there's some churches that would do that now, right? Try that in Meadowbrook. Try going to First Church and putting a stripper pole up.
Not gonna happen.
Try. And there's some, North Glencoe, Meadowbrook. Those churches, man, we're not going to tolerate that. Hopefully, in the South, there's very few of them that would. We'll leave the cult out of this right now. We won't talk about them, but who knows what they're doing in their small group? I don't know. But there's certain people, even in that group, that wouldn't let it. A Joey Statham is someone who is firm in his faith and unwavering in those kind of things. Man, I think Christianity we're taught we have to be mild, we have to be meek, we have to be timid. We can't be, man, we are warriors, right? I think I read that somewhere.
Yep, you're right. So it's time to grow backbones, what you're saying.
Well, I wasn't going to use that term, but okay, we'll go with that.
All right, man, thanks. I wanted to get your take on that. Good.
Hey, what do you guys want to talk about? We've been doing a lot of baseball this week. Talk a little Braves. Braves been in some tough games, man, but you're battling and winning.
Yeah, they are. They're coming back, and yesterday they came back and won. I think it was it 5-4 or 4-3? I can't remember what it was. Came back and won. Braves have, but they're putting themselves in that situation, at times. But the Braves can unload and hit all day long, and then their pitching just falls apart.
So, but I mean, again, you're not playing your best.
So,
You're playing very well, but you're still 19-7.
oh yeah,
You
it's
got you, you
not
got
bad.
the best record in baseball, right?
I mean, I'm not saying they're playing terrible, but when it's bad, it's bad.
Let's see. You're 8-2 in your last 10. You're 8-3 away. You're 11-4 at home. Got a 731 winning percentage.
Come on.
But
Yeah.
with that, you're only a game and a half up over the Phillies.
Well, and who's a brave killer?
Bryce Harper.
See?
The
You know,
Yankees
everyone
are 19-10. They've been struggling lately. Actually, only 6-4 in their last 10, but they got it together. Their bats really haven't been doing much. They scored 15 runs each the last two nights against who they playing? They're playing the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
What's his name hit his 300th career home run? Anthony Rizzo last night. That's high coming in. 152 players have ever done that.
Dang.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah.
And the Guardians are 19-9, and the Braves are 19-7. So I can't
Matthew,
believe a sixth of the season is already gone. By the way.
yeah. Matthew, we're going to talk about Alabama basketball and some of the pickups that they've got on Thursday.
Yeah.
But you're looking at Phelan. How do you say his name? Phelan. I can't say it. And then they got a former Kansas signee. They got them to swap over to Alabama. So I mean, Alabama's doing some work to get them to commit to the Crimson Tide. They had to. I mean, they've had some guys hit that portal. A bunch of dogs hit that portal, and so this is going to see where Nate Oates shines. Let's see him get out there and do some work and recruit. But yeah, Alabama's getting some good commits, but also when you got those big guys that are leaving, guess what? Everybody else starts going, hey, wait a minute, maybe I can go to Alabama and get some PT, right? So, yeah.
Well, I don't know if you get PT or not, but you're gonna go.
Okay. I mean, look, Phelan is 6'4", 177. I mean,
Big boy.
All player. I mean, and then you got some people say that Sam Walters. I think that what is he, a point guard from Michigan or something like that, is going to come over to Alabama. I don't know, but
it's starting to shake out for sure.
Yeah, it is. Sure.
Hey, let's talk about your Dallas Cowboy NFL draft. I think you had a good draft.
You do?
I do. Your first pick, Tyler Guyton, you feel the need, man. And I know Major Jim Edmonds was very excited to get to see this kid from Oklahoma,
right.
The big tackle, go to Dallas. That's what's made y'all so close over the years, Jeff. Your love for Dallas.
is that what it is? Well, he just like it said the kid from Oklahoma.
Well, he loves Dallas too.
Yeah. Well, what's his name? Guyton? Is that who was it?
Yeah, Tyler Guyton. Yeah, big kid, man. This dude is massive.
He just
really, really good.
He's excited to be able to say that kid went to Oklahoma.
Then you got what I think was an underappreciated in round two, Marshawn Nealon. The kid is a sack specialist from the outside. I mean, defensive end. He's violent. He's physical. He's a high motor. He's a high effort player. One of those guys. Unfortunately, and I'm giving you my real thoughts here because I do not like Dallas.
I know.
One of my favorite guards in the draft, you guys picked in round 3. That's Cooper Beebe from Kansas State. Man, 6'3", 322. Again, physical. You needed to revamp your offensive line because, let's face it, they sucked.
How did that pick work out? Was it like they got a trade from Detroit to Minnesota?
Not this. Now this is just your third round pick.
Oh, okay.
Nothing fancy. You did some trading later on. And you got the second pick in the third round. I think that's when they traded. It was compensation for one of the trades. You got Maris Leofau, the linebacker from Notre Dame, which hurts me. It really hurts me.
Yeah.
You got a big physical cornerback. Hey, it's my wife calling. She's not obviously watching the show.
Yes.
You got a cornerback. Then you just got some spot players. So I think you had a good draft, man.
You talked about him. You thought he would go in the second round, didn't you? In your show.
Yeah. You
No.
got a very good draft.
Yeah. Well,
Sam DeRay said the Cowgirls will disappoint as always.
I hope not. They also got the Justin Rogers kid, the tackle from Auburn. That was a pick, but that was their last pick, right, or something like that. Maybe next to
Yeah,
last.
or they got a couple undrafted free agents out there signings as well. So
Okay. Well,
very excited.
Auburn guys, you could be happy. You got one of you guys going to the Cowboys. Maybe they'll do some work for us. I hope so. How did your Bills and 49ers end up that you like?
Yeah, well, to understand what's going on with those two, you really got to understand they didn't get any big flashy picks, right? No high splash picks, but I was very happy with. I wish Audric Estime would have went to Buffalo instead of All Day Ray from Kentucky. But minus that, they got Keelan Coleman, the wide receiver, the very first pick of the second round for Buffalo. We needed a receiver. We got people in good positions, right? We needed to fill some holes, and that's what we did. San Francisco, I love the fact they open up with Pearsall from Florida, so he's going to fit in really, really well. People don't realize he actually played with Brandon Ayuk at college before he transferred to Florida. He was at Arizona State, so so that receiving core is going to get better and better. So I think both my squads had B plus, A minus drafts.
J Dub White, go eat your turkey, baby. And tomorrow we'll be back for J&J Lunchtime Show. It's going to be good, man. Can't wait. Love you, buddy.